Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
So, here we are at the start of Mass Effect 1. Buckle in,
The
I
Arcturus
guess.
Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission
A few
sequence.
things I noticed in that intro there. Firstly, my God, Shepard's got a massive forehead. And secondly, there's not really a great difference of things that Anderson says. You know, he says this is the only type of person who can save the galaxy, apart from all the other ones that can do it in all the other types of playthroughs you can get. Bit of a nitpick, I know, but screw
Board
it.
is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
So yeah,
Thrusters, check. Navigation,
don't want to talk
check.
over that too
Internal
much.
emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
I love Joker.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead.
So yeah,
So that's
I've
incredible.
not got a
Besides,
set
Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board.
approach
Call me paranoid.
to
You're paranoid. The council helped
how
fund this
I'm going
project.
to
They have a
approach
right
this
to
if I'm
send
going to
someone
be
to keep an eye on their
a
investment.
paragon of virtue
Yeah,
or
that is the official
renegade
story.
for life, but
Only an idiot believes the
I
official
might-
story.
I might mix it up. I'll just see what comes naturally. But here we have our first choice of dialogue using the good old dialogue tree branch thing. I'm not gonna be hard ass. I love Joker. I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I think you made him mad.
Great. You pissed the captain off and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Ha! Burn. Right. So, I'm quite impressed with how. I mean, apart from being jaggy as hell, I'm quite impressed with the graphics. By and large, considering the game's age,
He's a Spectre. They're all
I think it's
We're getting dragged right along with him.
relax.
they're not bad. I mean, obviously 2 and 3 do a much better job of... Oh, shit, no.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
How do I put it away? There we go, Q. Alright. So, that is one thing I really do dislike about Mass Effect 1 in particular, is that there isn't really controller support. Yes, I know I'm playing it on PC, but to me, there are some games that are console games. Mass Effect is a console game, and as such, it works best with a controller. Now, 2 and 3 have got full controller support, which is great, but Mass Effect 1, for some godforsaken reason, which I've never quite understood, just doesn't, and that is a bit of a pain in the ass. So here I am, hunched over my keyboard, hoping that I don't fuck this up too much.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Yeah.
But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
It is pretty odd.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Getting a bit of world building there. What do you mean by Turian Spectre?
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family.
Oh,
my
racist.
grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
Yeah.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'm having to restrain myself from skipping dialogue because I read a lot quicker than they talk. And I do apologize if at some point I revert to bad habits. But anyway.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
A cover,
For
you
what?
say?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Let's find out a little bit more about our
Do you have
intrepid
a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Your concerns are noted, Presley. I will
I'll see
look
if I can
into
get
it.
some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Right, so let's just have a little gaze around the Normandy because we will be spending quite a bit of time inside her.
I grew up on Eden Prime.
So yeah,
it's not the kind of place Spectres visit.
It's a lovely little ship.
That's crazy. The captain's in
Cockpit up
charge here.
front,
Take
galaxy
orders
map
from
at the
Spectre.
back.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres
Crew
don't answer to
members
anyone.
dotted
They can do whatever
around.
they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
You watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Calm your tits.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Oh, I'm going to investigate all of these. Let's hear about. We've heard a bit about these Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Sounds a bit like vigilantes to me.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
Going into a bad place there, Jenkins.
I try not to think about it, Coos.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Oh, you are so fucking dead.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do.
Mentioning the
This is my
cruise.
big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
And there we go. Let's learn a little bit about our
You're from
destination.
Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Yeah, sounds
Any idea
terrible.
why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
right. So we're doing quite well on the old Paragon front so far. Let's just have a look at some of our options there. So, yeah. So, as you can see, based on the options of that we picked in our character creation, there is a slight tilt towards Renegade, which makes sense. You know, with the character's background and stuff, that, you know, that would be, you know, it fits. So we actually already have some points that we can use to level up, and how do I want to do this? So as I'm a biotic, let's increase my biotic abilities. Barrier is a good one, considering my armor is terrible, and basic armor as well. Yeah, that'll do. So here we've got our quest log, our journal. So we've just got to report to the captain, and Codex, I'm not going to go through that. It's basically Space Wikipedia, and I'm just going to mark them all as viewed. It's all online. If you're new to the franchise, which for some bizarre reason I don't understand how, but if you are, then I'm pretty sure that all the entries are on Wikipedia. You just got to be careful for spoilers. So where am I headed? Ah, yes. Speak with Nihilus. Hey, buddy.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What have you done
The
with
captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way.
Where is he?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I have never been there, apart from all the other times
I've never
played the
been
game.
there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Are you threatening me, Sonny?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Sounds pretty serious.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean, you say?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery
just
could
keep
affect
us-
every species in Council space.
You sound
Are we
worried.
expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
Get you.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres.
I may have
We are
misjudged
an
you,
elite
Nihilus.
group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
That seems fair enough to me.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Oh,
What do you know about the Protheans?
history?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I don't owe no one nothing.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Such as...
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Sounds ominous.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
I think that's it. Right.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
Shit just got real.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Yeah. Okay.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
That was weird. I thought something had gone wrong with the texture on the eyes. Turns out it's just glare. Right, so I'm thinking that this will be the end of the actual first part of the gameplay episode. Next episode we'll be dealing with the events on Eden Prime and going forward into the wider game after that. We'll just go through the dialogue options a little bit here before we get to the end.
We've got his back, Captain.
But
yeah,
yours now, Shepard. Good
once this is done and we've landed,
approaching drop point 2.
We will pick up this Mass Effect playthrough with this. There we go, and it even saved for me. So isn't that nice? Hopefully that episode wasn't too bad for you. I know there's not been much in the way of action, lots of talky, but yeah, it'll be... I'm trying not to talk over the talky bits, because as somebody who watches quite a fair few playthroughs, something that annoys me is when, especially when it's just one person doing these and not, you know, a couple of people engaging in conversation, talking over the conversations that characters are having is a bugbear. And yeah, so I'm trying not to do that. So I know you don't get a lot of what I'm saying. Some people would say that's probably a good thing. But yeah, I just want to try and keep it to stuff during gameplay when you're not, you know...
Hostiles everywhere.
when it's the character moments and we're not in control of the character yourself, I want to try and keep it, try and keep the voiceover stuff to a minimum. So hopefully that's not too much of an issue. And I'll see you for episode 3. Cheers.